Hey everybody, welcome to our next Shop Talk here at Sundappled. And of course, as you know, we love to be able to highlight everybody, all the wonderful women that we get to interact with and connect with along their creative journey and their creative path. And so today, I have with me Kim Acedo, right? So,
That's right.
So Kim, I'm just gonna let you kind of run with it right now and kind of just share with our audience what it is that you're doing and what is your passion for what you are doing.
Right. So I'm really excited to come in and do a talk here at Sundappled, and we got connected. Oh my gosh, like since we were in high school, right?
Yeah.
Or junior high. So
Yeah.
it's great to connect again, and we have very similar passions for women supporting women, right, and uplifting each other. So that's wonderful. So I'm a health and self-care coach for women in midlife.
Okay.
So I work with women who have been taking care of everybody's needs for most of their lives, and now they hit their midlife years, and maybe they're empty nesters, maybe they're starting to, say, what happened to my life, what I want to do now at this time of life, what's important to me at this time, and they really want to start refocusing on their health and refocusing on themselves, so start taking care of themselves, because what happens a lot is we neglect ourselves, we put ourselves last on our list,
Right.
and then before you know it, the health starts to decay a little bit. So that's what I do and I help my clients with.
My goodness. So here's another great question for you. What was that what you initially started out with? I mean, or is this something that you evolved into? Can you kind of take us back to that a little bit?
Yeah. So I was actually a personal trainer for about 15 years, and most of my clients were women in midlife.
Oh.
And so I attracted that demographic, and we connect. And so I trained them, right? And I worked on their physical, right? The outside. They wanted to lose weight. They wanted to get stronger. They wanted to increase their balance. They wanted to be more flexible, right? They wanted to get fit and all of that, which was great. But what I realized is that my clients were working really hard when they're with me, when I was their trainer, but it was all the hours outside of the gym that they were not making healthy food choices. They were not sleeping well. They had a lot of stress, and they weren't doing any other exercise outside of the exercise that we were doing. Plus, they were at this time of their lives where there's so many transitions happening, whether it was their career, their home life, their relationships, physically with maybe menopause or getting into that stage of life. So there were a lot of other things going on, and I started to get interested in those other things that were going on.
Gotcha.
And not just the physical part.
My goodness. So it's cool to see that evolution then and how it brought you to where you're at now with what you're doing. I think one of the things that's really, really important is knowing that the person behind with your business, that it's something that you really enjoy doing. Yeah. It's really about making that connection, and your heart is in it. It's not just like, come in, go out, whatever. Like, you're really making that connection. And I think that that's something that that is really, really important. People they don't want to feel like a number.
Right.
They don't want to, okay, next.
Exactly.
Like, there needs to be that connection. So I think that that's really beautiful.
Thank
so
you.
You're going to be coming here to the shop
February 22nd.
22nd.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that's going to be on a Thursday.
That's a Thursday from 6 to 8 p.m.
Okay.
And I'm really excited about this talk.
So cool.
Yeah.
So for our audience too, can you share with us what that day is going to look like? Because some people are thinking like, okay, is it a seminar? Is it a workshop? Is it is it hands-on? Do I have to stand in front of a crowd of people?
You're going to have to work out?
I know, yeah. There'll be a bunch of machines in the shop or what?
Right. No, not at all. So it's going to be a workshop. Okay. I don't believe in just standing up and giving information, because especially at this time of life, when a woman's in her midlife years, she knows what she needs to do. She knows she needs to take care of herself. She knows she needs to sleep well, eat healthy, exercise, lower her stress, right? So there's a lot of that you already know. And we have the internet now, so you don't, there's information is at our fingertips. So what this talk is going to be, it's called Look, Feel, and Perform at Your Best in Midlife.
Oh my gosh,
so
that's awesome.
So really, we're going to be talking about self-care practices. We're going to be talking about refocusing on yourself. We're going to be talking about a formula that you need in order to make lasting changes. Because also in your midlife years, unlike maybe in your 20s, right, where you're just trying to look good for the summer and you look sexy for Cancun or something, right? Like, those days are over, right? So now it's about feeling healthy, feeling really good when you wake up in the morning, you know, having energy, sleeping well, you know, thinking about the future, you know, maybe wanting to stay healthy because you have grandkids that you want to see grow up, or you're thinking about retirement, you know, how do I want to spend my time after retirement? Maybe you want to travel, you know, those types of things, and you need a healthy, fit body to be able to do those things.
That's so true. It's interesting you talked about retirement and being physically, having the capacity to be able to be mobile and to have that mobility in your body.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing worse than like you worked all this time to get, I mean, you hear a lot of people say this, you know, like, oh, when I retire, they get to that point, and at that point they're just drained because they've just been working their butts off so hard to get to that point. But like you said, you want to, you know, to have that vitality and to be able to enjoy from all those years of working now to enjoy.
Yeah. So it's about looking good, right? We all want to look good, but we want to feel good. And that is what I'm really interested in. And then as you start to incorporate some of the self-care practices that I'm going to be talking about, you're going to feel good. And when you feel good, you make good choices, you know, that benefit you, and you have fun and you enjoy your life, you know. And I'm really, you know, again, back to the women supporting women, I'm really am passionate about helping women enjoy their lives because they have been taking care of everybody else's needs, raising their kids, you know, providing for their families, doing all these things. And now you know, my passion is to help them to start to take care of themselves. That's wonderful.
It reminds me of, I don't know why this title came through my head right now. I was like, Stella's going to get her groove back.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a great way. That should be my title, right?
I know, right? Yeah. Get a groove back, you know, for sure. So I think that's going to be, we're going to have a great time. I know I can already just, that anticipation, the excitement that's really already here in the shop with what you're going to do. You know, we actually here for the month of February, when we launched into February, we entitled February Self-Love Month. And exactly everything that you're talking about, you know, and it really is about that taking time out for yourselves. You know, whether you're in a relationship or not, the importance of taking a moment for you. And just so you know, there is no fee for you to be here for this event. We want you to come. We want you to be here with us. And how would you share with the audience for them to, are they going to click on a website? Where do they go to? Are they registering for the event? Can you kind of guide us through that?
Yeah, you must register for the event because there's going to be limited seating. I also need to make sure I have enough materials for everybody. So it's going to be an interactive workshop. So I'm going to be talking a little bit about some things. I'm going to be asking people to share if they want. And so it's going to be all women who are going through similar things, right? They all want to start to take care of themselves. And so it's a great time for women to come together and to do that. And so you can register, and you have to register so that I know you're coming, and you can register at the link. I think it's bit.ly, so bit.ly /transform workshops.
Wonderful. And so what we'll do to kind of guide you guys through that process too is I'm going to be uploading again the flyer, the information, the advertisement for that, and then we'll provide the link there. We'll just have it right there. That way you can highlight it, you can copy and paste it, and then click on it, and then register for it as well. So we want to make sure we have enough material for everybody, plenty of seating for everybody, so we have an idea, like I said, how many we need to expect. But maybe you have friends, girlfriends in your life, the people, co-workers. Invite them, have them come on out, make it an evening where you could bring someone with you, and I guarantee you that you will not regret being here. And I think it's important too to know that you're supported by other women. We're a community here. We're here to help each other through that process, and just for you to know that you're not alone, and you don't have to be alone. So this event gives you that opportunity to make that kind of connection, to connect with Kim as well, to learn more about what she does and her services, and at least just to get that, that jump start in the right direction. Let's make 2018 a year where we take a little bit more time for ourselves, because in essence, when we're good here and things are in place here, then we can be good to everybody else, right? But if we're not, then everything suffers.
Absolutely. It's a generous act, as I like to say, to take care of yourself. Because when you don't take care of yourself, then your kids, eventually have to take care of you, or they worry about you, or there's a lot of other things. So you either have to take care of yourself now or later realize there's a cost either way. And now there's a cost or later there's a cost, but you pay anyway.
Right.
So now is always better than later.
Absolutely. And I'm learning this too, by the way, because I'm like a mom too, and a wife, and all these other things, and with the shop and things like that. And I did something yesterday that normally I don't do, and because I don't know what it is about us, why we feel guilty. That issue of like,
right.
I feel guilty for doing this, but I had a really long week here at the shop, and and like I had felt guilty about going and getting a massage yesterday, and you're saying it's an act of
right. So it's actually we see some of these things as selfish, right? Like, oh my gosh, there's so many things I need to be doing. I have so many things on my to-do list that I need to get done.
Right.
But I actually think that self-care is actually a generous act. It's a generous act to the people that you love and that love you, because when you take care of yourself, they don't worry about you, right? And the better you're able, I think you talked about this a little bit earlier, the better you're able to take care of other people. We can't give from an empty cup, right?
Bingo.
We have to fill our cup,
Yes.
right? Or else we have
nothing.
We have nothing to give, and or whatever we do give, it's not very good, right? So when we're full, when we take care of ourselves and we're full, then we can give more abundantly to the people that we love and the things that are important to us.
See, that's amazing to then be able to shift our mind and our way of thinking, and to have that way of thinking, so that we are doing those things, and again being able then to give the best to our families and everybody around us. So you need to register for the event, come and hang out with Kim and myself and all the other ladies that are going to be present as well. We want you to come and join us for this wonderful day here at the store space. Give them the date and the time again one more time.
Okay, so February 22nd, it's a Thursday evening from 6 to 8 p.m. We'll start on time, we'll end on time, because I know you have things that you have to do before and after. So I hope to see you there.
Yes, come and join us. We'll see you soon. Bye.